that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad.
Okay, Coach, autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on, set. 60 or.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
X3. 218, jump! Hey! Ready!
Now Joe Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hey, exit.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Open man is Uzama. There's another truck. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready? 59, check, 59. Double up, 3. Pilot, 64, weak. Double up, 3, defense.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike, check, 59.
Watch the slant. 5.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Pull it good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Dobbins is going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That pick Goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Spawn. No.
Hey, watch this.
Mixon with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready.
59, come on. Check, 59. Not today, you want. Not today.
Snap.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
Let's go. Tight end right.
General West.
3 down. Hey, switch gears. Check.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They run for it with Mixon and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Coming to you. Zoom.
Check right. Watching you find.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Dobbins, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run the counter. Dobbins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Check. What's the other?
Protein spill.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
You ready? Jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check 59. Mike.
2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Ravens 7. Randy Bullock takes the ball for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
6-man.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Ready? 50. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, get him the right one. Mike, 55.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Snead's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
SOS. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Bring it.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Watch the run. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ready. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Ready. Defense the outlaw. Nice. Heavy on the edges. Go. Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Right there. 54.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike 36. Watch the slant.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 31, check 31.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 25, check 25, check 25. 61, matchbox lights.
Check safety, check safety.
Get it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 15.
Takes 3. 218, chop.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 43.
Let go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Open man is Ross, complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line. That's the end.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Blue draw Corker.
I smell fear in that offense. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Mike, check, 59. Okay, double up.
Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Under 10. Quick dash. Go. Check. Fresno. Hit it.
And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check, check. Lucky. Switch. Slam.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Down. It's an 18-gator. I got you. Weapon. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Green brings it in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check. Cross 6-6. Pull it high.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a first down following a gain of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
General West.
No. Check.
Yo, go.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Protein spill.
Kill.
Now.
This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Wide. Get wide. Back.
Get it.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 3.
jet bombers. We need 2 jet bombers.
Check, 59.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Kill.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Hatches. Hey, check 24.
Ready, ready.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Got it.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
61, matchbox lights.
Safety's creeping.
They toss to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
X3, 218.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly.